All right. Another week, another dollar. More content.
Dollar, you're getting paid.
So how are we doing today, bud? How are we doing today? You doing good? Having a great day?
Yeah, the
Shut
best.
up. Don't care.
All right.
Continue. I would like to know how you're feeling today.
I've been sick.
You're sick, but you're still grinding. Gotta love
Yeah.
it.
Yeah. Let's talk sports.
Let's talk sports. Let's get your mind off the sickness, shall we?
Yep.
All right. So, starting off to get you out of your sickness, let's talk about this. Shaq Leonard going to Philly. Philly had just gotten beaten 42-19. Philly got absolutely dog walked by San Fran. Which, by the way, all that shit talking you did kind of backfired on y'all. But hey, you're gonna say that this was just a regular season game and you still won the NFC Championship, but yet you celebrated beating the Chiefs. Let's not move the goalpost, buddy. You got dog walked in Philly.
Like the Shaq signing doesn't surprise me. I figured you'd go to Philly. I don't get why he said, "Oh, I want to wait and see this week." Then after what he saw, he was like, "Yeah, it's the Eagles."
Yeah, instead of going to a team that that just won also, or actually the team that he was also choosing had won. And they would love some help on the defensive side. But no, yeah, let's go Philly. But I mean, like I said, like you said, it doesn't shock me either because it's more like Philly needs help on the defensive line. I mean, they have good players, but they don't have depth.
Yeah, no, they definitely need linebackers. They need secondary help
It
too.
was proven with Christian McCaffrey. He was just running all over the field on him.
Debo cooked their ass.
Debo had like 3 touchdowns. Was it one of them a rushing touchdown?
I think so.
Debo went off.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying, man. They literally went in and stood on business. And again, like, that's what I'm saying. I think everybody kind of knew the Niners would fucking win that game. You're not facing Josh Johnson again. You know,
No, this is a
that's
fully healthy
genuinely
Brock
what would have
Purdy.
happened if Brock Purdy had never gotten hurt in the NFC Championship.
This is a fully healthy Brock Purdy and a fully healthy Niners team, which is something that is absolutely horrifying when you're going against them.
Mm-hmm. I'm hit. That's what I'm saying. It don't shock me at all, to be honest.
It really doesn't, and it's like you talk all this big stuff. Oh, Philly is this, Philly is that. This is why we say Philly is the luckiest 10-2 team right now, because you saw how they played and you saw the other defenses that they would go against. Their offense, it's so. I don't want to really say mismanaged, but it's so just all over the place.
Yeah, no, I'm hip.
There's no full on coordination with it. It's literally just okay. Well, let's go out. Let's just do this. Fuck it. It's quite literally the definition of huck it, chug it, football. That's it. Like Jalen Hurts is forcing passes that shouldn't be there. And honestly, I may not like Philly, and I want them to lose. But I think what David Carr had said about them benching Jalen, I think that is the dumbest thing I think I've ever heard.
That dude's already an idiot, though, dude. Like, he swears up and down, like, listen, I get having your brother's back, but there's some takes that you need to just not make. Like, the shit he be saying about his brother Derek Carr and stuff, that take, he's an idiot, dude. He genuinely is an idiot. There's just certain people in the media, like, I literally will not listen to.
Truthfully,
LaShawn
that's why I don't
McCoy.
listen. That's why I try not to listen to Stephen A. It's just
Yeah, no, I'm hip. Him, LaShawn McCoy. Who's that? Joe or whatever his name is.
Who?
Joe, that one dude on Good Morning Football or something.
Yeah, I think I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, can't stand that dude. Like, there's just a ton of idiots, honestly, who just sit there and spew a ton of bullshit.
Speaking of shady, let's talk about this real fast, okay? All right. How are you gonna sit there on national TV and say, I mean, Dak's playing okay, but I want him to put himself in a bad situation and come out and win it. That's when I'll say he's an MVP. Okay, Jalen Hurts was in a bad situation. He couldn't come out and win it, but yet you're still proclaiming that he's an MVP over Dak.
Yeah, it don't make no sense.
It's like, what?
No.
This is he's the most biased motherfucker out there. And it's like, congrats, you've had a wonderful career. I'm not disrespecting you on that. But if you're gonna sit up here and brag like, I know what I'm talking about. I won 2 Super Bowls. Bro, you got fucking carried.
Yeah, and both of them.
You had
I don't
no
even think he took
stat
a
line in
snap
the
in either
playoffs.
Super Bowl.
You had no stat line in the playoffs. You had no stat line in the Super Bowl. You
Mm-hmm.
were just a part of the team.
Reminds
You
me
were
of Melvin
literally
Gordon.
a bench warmer. So don't brag about your Super Bowl and
Yeah.
try to use it as a fucking talking point to make people think that you're better than them. You got carried, dude. You didn't win a ring when you were in Philly. You didn't win a ring when you were in Buffalo. Those were like the 2 teams that you were the best player on. You could have, made it far to the playoffs. You could have maybe even won a Super Bowl with Philly around that time, but you didn't. You
Nah,
didn't.
man.
So don't talk about your Super Bowls and don't talk about, this, that, and the other. Well, you're being biased with it. At that point, you're discrediting your own journalism. And that's not a respectful thing to do. That's why people are on your ass 24 fucking 7 about
Yeah.
how you don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
Nah, I'm hip. I'm not gonna lie to you, dude. I think in a general aspect of things, this is such a Mickey Mouse MVP year. One, because we have like 8 starting quarterbacks who are injured. Because if I'm being 100% fucking honest with you,
Mhm.
Kirk Cousins was fucking cooking, and
He
genuinely,
was. He
if he
was.
kept up pace, he would have won MVP.
He was yeah.
He
He
genuinely,
changed the whole primetime Kirk narrative and everything.
yeah, he was genuinely cooking the fucking league. Aaron Rodgers went down in week 1. Joe Burrow went down with injuries twice now. It's just I don't know, and I just feel like too again like I really am not taking it serious because of how low Tyreek's odds are from every analysis. How in the
Tyreek
fuck
Hill is quite
is the
literally
number
having
one
the
seed
most
Dolphins?
historic season for a wide receiver.
Yeah, and the Dolphins are the number one seed in the fucking AFC.
And
So it's like
granted, I mean, they're
that's
only beating
another big ass
terrible
part of
teams.
winning MVP is having that top seed.
Yeah. It against Washington, the man had 3 catches for 140 some yards at one point and 2 touchdowns. And you're gonna sit there and be like, "Well, he's the 5th favorite to win the MVP."
Yeah,
Fuck out of here, dude.
bro,
That
I'm
was his
pretty sure he
Randy
has
Moss
more.
Thanksgiving game.
Pretty sure he has more games this year with over 150 receiving yards than he has less than 100. I
He
think he has
does.
2 games under 100 receiving yards, and they were both close. They were like 90 and 73 or something.
Exactly. The
Like he's
man
like 400 yards away from 2K, which has never been done. He's leading the league in touchdowns. He's probably gonna be the Triple Crown winner, just like Cooper Kupp was, but his is more historic, and they're gonna get the number one seed possibly. There's in
yeah.
no possible fucking way he should not win MVP because it's like back in 2012 when AP won the MVP. He earned it, bro. He hit 2K on the fucking rushing, just like LT when he won it back in 2006.
Here
He
are
had
the
like
games.
30 touchdowns. Like, bro, there's just certain times where it's like there's more important pieces than the quarterback.
Yeah.
As much as I'm a quarterback heavy guy, like there is way more pieces that go into it and that can be more valuable to a team. Just like on the Niners, Brock
Mm.
Purdy is not even the MVP of his team as Trent Williams. Without Trent Williams, Brock Purdy was ass.
It's either Trent Williams or CMC, honestly.
And I'm hit. That's what I'm saying. Like
You could name
without
me
those two
you could
pieces,
name
you're
me
not
8
doing
different players right now who should win the MVP, and honestly, I would agree with you.
it. No, man,
And
that's what I'm saying.
and
But like
speaking of
I'm not
Tyreek,
putting Purdy or fucking Jalen in that convo. I don't even think they're top 5 in the conversation.
I have a really good question for you that I was gonna save, but I have a really good question for you since we're talking about Purdy. But real quick, here are the games where Tyreek Hill didn't have 100 yards, okay? At New England, 5 catches, 40 yards. He still averaged 8 yards
Mm.
each catch, which is still good. Buffalo, at Buffalo, 3 catches, 58 yards. Averaged 19.3 yards. Let's see. At Philly, 11 catches, 88 yards. 8 yards per catch. At Kansas City, eight catches, 62 yards, 7.8 yards per catch.
Mm-hmm.
He is averaging right now 15.9 yards, so 16 yards per catch. Per catch.
Yeah, bro.
The man has 1,481 receiving yards on 93 catches. Every other receiver is over 100 at this point. The man is at 93 and has 1,400 yards. He has 12 touchdowns. His longest reception was 78 yards. Granted, that was just this week in Washington, but the man is quite literally having the most historic season you could ever have for a receiver.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you could go back and look at all the greats that have done it. Tyreek Hill right now is having the best season out of all of them.
I don't know if I'd say the best. He's having a top 5 one.
Okay, well, agree to disagree.
I mean,
But,
are you going to put him over 2011 Megatron? Are you going to put him over 2007?
Actually, yeah, okay, yeah, you got a point right there. Yeah, you got a point.
And then I think what was it, like 89 Rice?
Okay, you already made your damn point. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up, you sick bastard. Now back to what I was gonna say with the whole question that I was gonna save. Brock Purdy, elite or system QB, or would you say he's kind of somewhere in the middle?
He's in the middle. I don't think he's full on system quarterback. I'm not gonna call him elite. Like, again, I feel like that's one thing that annoys the absolute shit out of me in sports is how loosely the word elite gets thrown around. Because even like when I'm looking at quarterbacks, Jalen Hurts is an elite. People might not like to hear it, but he's not. There's very few quarterbacks I would sit there and say, like, that's elite. Right now, I genuinely think there's only 2 quarterbacks in the NFL that I would consider elite. That's Patrick Mahomes and Joe Burrow. No other quarterback is quote-unquote elite. They might have an elite season. You know what I'm saying?
Even
like,
your boy
they have
Herbie?
a really good fucking year. Doesn't mean they're elite.
Even your boy Herbie? I thought you did tricks on it.
Huh?
For Herbie. You do tricks on it for Herbie. Is he not elite?
I'm not going to call him elite. He's very fucking good. He's probably one of the most talented quarterbacks.
Okay, that's fair.
But I'm not going to sit there and call him elite. Again, that's just one of the things. It's the same thing with running backs. I think CMC is legitimately the only elite running back in the NFL. I don't think you can name me another running back that's elite.
I'm not naming you another name. Derrick Henry, when he first came into the league. Yeah.
Oh, Henry, dude.
He held that spot for years, but I think I think his age and his injuries are finally catching up with him. So,
yeah, no, I'm hit.
And so I agree with you. I genuinely think CMC is the only elite running back in the league right now. And I still say it to this day, I think the trade that the Panthers made is the most dumbest trade ever.
I mean, Temper's an idiot, bro.
I mean,
their owner is literally an idiot.
I sent it to you earlier, and it was over the what the Panthers had got. Let's see here. The Panthers, when they traded for CMC to San Fran, only got a second, third, fourth, and a fifth.
Mm-hmm.
All in exchange for CMC. The man is doing amazing. What was his touchdown record? Like a touchdown per game. What was it? Like 18?
17.
It was 17 straight games with a touchdown. And you only offer second, third, fourth, and fifth?
Well, I mean, again, I can see why it wasn't. Nobody offered a first for the simple fact that he had, 3 straight seasons of season-ending injuries?
I thought it was just 2.
Might have been 2, but he's always suffered from injuries. Knock on wood, this is legitimately like the first season, I think, since like his second season that he's playing the full season.
Mm-hmm.
And again, like we see Austin Eckler's getting ready to get benched. That shit's hilarious to me.
You tweeted that out this morning.
Yeah.
You tweeted out a picture of the news article where it was Austin Eckler demanding that the running backs get a little bit more money.
Yeah, but
now he's averaging, 3.2 yards a carry?
Uh-huh.
That's
running at like 13 miles an hour. Bro,
I can terrible. I'm not going to pay my running back a crap ton of money just to give me 3.2 yards a carry.
Yeah, no.
If you get me 4.5, I'll think about giving you a little bit of a boost, but
no, man. That's what I'm saying. Dude's not it anymore.
No, not even. Not even.
Yeah, I don't know. Back to the Carolina thing. I mean, bro, it's even like genuinely looking at their trade on draft day. You gave up this next year's first was going to be the number 1 overall pick, DJ Moore, and a couple other picks. You could have drafted an O lineman this year, kept DJ Moore, and gotten Caleb Williams this year.
They could have gotten Bryce Young, so that way No, not Bryce Young. They already have fucking Bryce Young. They could have drafted C.J. Stroud
Mhm.
last year with the number 1 pick, and they'd be good on quarterback situation until the man either leaves or retires. And honestly, right now in Houston, CJ Stroud is doing amazing. I genuinely don't think he's going to leave Houston. I believe they fully found their franchise quarterback that could lead them forever into the future. The Panthers could have got CJ Stroud, right? And then next year they could have got whoever was up there so they wouldn't have to worry about the whole quarterback situation. I mean, granted, Bryce Young doesn't have much around him. I can admit that. But
But see, my thing too with that argument is like I hate when Panthers fans say it because it's like, yeah, their O line's not good. Don't get me wrong, but Sam Howell has a worse O line, and also C.J. Stroud has had the most different starting offensive linemen in this year.
yeah, that's why CJ Stroud has been amazing. He's been
That's what I'm
balling.
saying. Like
The
they're
man
just
stands
not.
on business.
They're in denial that they drafted the wrong quarterback.
Mhm.
But I think deep down, all Panthers fans know they absolutely drafted the wrong quarterback. I'm not saying that they would be doing what the Texans are doing right now, but they would have a lot. They'd have at least 4 to 5 wins right now.
Yeah.
I genuinely believe that full heartedly.
Mhm. It's just fucking they are in shambles. They fired their head coach. They got rid of the quarterback coach. They're getting rid of everybody at this point. They and I said and I told you this earlier before we even did anything. I told you this earlier. The Panthers have been in rebuild mode since their Super Bowl season.
Their Super Bowl season, honestly, was just a very fluke.
Yeah.
They haven't won. They haven't gone positive like over 500 in back-to-back seasons since '96, bro.
Yeah, I know. That's why I said they have been in rebuild mode since after that Super Bowl, since Cam didn't jump on the ball.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Speaking of Cam, let's talk about this because this upsets you.
Hold on. Also, with the Panthers, they could have traded Brian Burns 2 years ago to the fucking Rams for 2 first overall picks.
Uh-huh.
The same time that they traded McCaffrey. Them not doing that was absolutely fucking stupid.
Yep.
Why are you keeping him? You're nowhere close to a fucking ring. Get an extra 2 first overall picks.
Yeah. Plus, it's like the man obviously wants a massive contract.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like 2 first-round picks or a whole lot of money.
Yeah.
You get 2 first-round picks.
That's what I'm saying.
So, granted, he's good, but I would like 2 first-round picks, please. Thank you.
Yeah.
But let's talk about this because I know it upsets you, and I want to see you upset.
All right.
So what's with this whole? I mean, he's gone. Whoa! Technical difficulties. Holy shit!
Yeah. Dad stuff.
It's great. It's great. Professionals over here.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we are. Um. So my question was because you tweeted about this the other day. Someone had talked about when do we start thinking about bringing back RG3 into the league and playing? And your opinion was tired of seeing old washed quarterbacks. So my question for you is people like Cam, because we were talking about the Panthers, and people like RG3, do you think that they should at least come in as a backup?
Especially not Cam. Here's the reason for Cam Newton, though. He's going to be a distraction.
Mm-hmm.
RG3 is going to be a distraction, to be honest. It's the same exact fucking thing with the whole Kaepernick. That one I'm the most tired of hearing about, genuinely. I get it. He got screwed.
Mm-hmm.
I think everyone's willing to admit that Kaepernick got screwed in the NFL.
He did.
But it has been a decade at this point since that man has played football.
Yeah.
And he would genuinely just be a distraction at this point. Same thing with RG3 to an extent. I truly feel like the way he is on social media, the way he is on game days and stuff, he would genuinely just be a distraction. And same thing with Cam Newton. Even when he went to Carolina after the whole New England thing,
Uh-huh.
he low key was more of just like This is gonna pull tickets in.
Mm.
That's what Cam Newton was there for. He wasn't there to fucking win because he can't play football like he used to.
Yeah.
Him and RG3 both suffered injuries that genuinely did ruin their careers. God forbid it happened. Their careers are over and they
What
need to
was
be
Cam's
left
injury? I
over.
can't remember. What was his?
He got hit by, I think, TJ Watt.
Yes,
Was it
TJ Watt.
TJ Watt or was it somebody else? I don't know. Somebody on the Steelers. I remember it.
It was more than likely TJ Watt.
Yeah, but I remember like he got hit, and that was pretty much like kind of the end of
Oh, wasn't it like the shoulder
short ass prime.
in straight, like helmet straight into the shoulder?
Mm-hmm.
Yep, and that's what it was. TJ Watt.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just one of them things where it's like I don't get it. I don't know if it's like a nostalgia thing with people on Twitter, like wanting these people back, but it's also like, bro, like you also have to realize like when you're pulling somebody into the NFL to go start a fucking game.
Mm-hmm.
Why in the fuck would you want in the middle of a season to pull someone who hasn't played in 2, 3, 5 fucking years instead of a guy who's been a backup on a team and has been practicing with first stringers all year?
Yeah.
Like, I'm not saying that fucking CJ Beathard is better than Cam Newton, but if CJ Beathard's been taking reps, I'm going to start CJ fucking Beathard.
And we don't have to dumb the playbook down for him?
Exactly. That's another thing I don't think a lot of people fucking understand about Cam Newton, and another reason he genuinely failed in New England. Bill
Mm-hmm.
Belichick's not going to dumb that playbook down for you. Ron Rivera did.
Yeah. That's why they were so good.
Yeah. No, I'm hip. That's what I'm saying. And I mean, they had an elite ass fucking defense around him and everything. O line, all that. But
Yeah. I think also, I think it's like, it comes down to it where it's like, you can say that you've been doing all this and all that, but you're getting older now. We know if you come back, you're gonna be like just for ticket sales and things like that. Are you gonna be in a football kind of shape to where you can play 17 games now with your career of bad injuries and do okay for us?
not just that, but I think Cam
Plus,
Newton
are
himself.
you gonna be able to learn the playbook
Yeah.
when we need you?
Mm-hmm. Plus, I think Cam Newton even said like he'd want a good amount of money. Nobody's going to pay you what you want. Nobody. There's not a, again, why in the fuck am I going to pay you even $5 million to come in after not starting in the NFL for 2-3 years when I can go out and pay one of the guys who's in free agency a couple $100,000 to come in and pretty much do the exact same fucking thing you're going to do, which is lose games. Like, let's be real. Like, none of those guys are going to come in and win these fucking teams a playoff game.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, I feel like, too, again, like, people live so in the fucking past with shit. RG3's last game, I think he went like 4 for 18 with 40 yards and 2 picks.
Ugh.
And that was the year that the Ravens went 14 and fucking 2. So it's not like he was surrounded by a shit squad.
Mm-hmm.
He's just not good. RG3 had 2 good fucking seasons in Washington, got injured and was never the same. It just is what it is. Cam Newton, short ass fucking prime. He had 3 solid years in Carolina. Got injured, never the same.
Mm-hmm.
It just is what it is. Like, I get it. It's tragic. It's cool to look back on highlight tapes, stuff like that. They were fun to watch. It's over now. Like, it's not the same. It's like all the people who got hyped over OBJ. Granted, OBJ has had a nice few games the past few weeks. He's not who he was. He's never going to be who he was in 2016 with the Giants.
I think with OBJ, his prime was when he was on the Giants. When he went to the Browns, you can say, "Oh, Baker was the problem. Baker was this. Baker was that." It's been proven. The Baker's a system quarterback. You put him in a good system, he's going to do well.
Mm-hmm.
It was proven. It was an idea in Cleveland, and now it's just a proven fact in Tampa Bay. Considering how well Tampa Bay is playing, which, by the way, everyone said Mike Evans wasn't going to get 1,000 yards this season because Baker's the quarterback, and I literally said, and you remember me saying this before the season even started. If Mike Evans could get 1,000 yards consistently with Jameis Winston, he can get it with Baker Mayfield.
He was going from Jameis Winston, Mike Glennon. Like, come on now.
Like, what? But it's like Odell was good when he was in New York. But
Mhm.
once he left New York, the whole drama year, the whole prima donna year with him, he hasn't been the same because that's all he's been focused on. He's a prima donna now.
Yep. No, I'm hip, dude.
So, but this is a good segue into my next thing. Backup quarterbacks, right? Obviously, we have 8-star quarterbacks that have been injured this year. I saw a tweet by Bleacher Report when Trevor Lawrence went down, the most recent one. Should we start focusing more on like drafting higher for a backup quarterback or developing them more, meaning give them more starter reps during practices and things like that? Try to get them more developed in case of a situation, considering that we have lost 8-star quarterbacks this season. Zach Wilson is a great example for this. The man was a starter, didn't play well, started playing well, then things went south. He got benched. Two of his backups came in. Now they want him to start again, and apparently he doesn't want to be the starter.
Yeah.
So it's like,
I mean,
what?
I've always said you got to give them first team reps. You don't
Mm,
have to throw them in there a fuck ton, but you need to get them adjusted to the starting weapons and stuff. Because when starters do go out, which is inevitable to have fucking injuries in the NFL,
yeah.
it's bound to happen. Whether it's for one game, two game, anything like that. You need your backup to know how to lead your receivers. Because it's like, bro, it's like throwing to Tyreek Hill. You know what I'm saying? Like, say Tua gets hurt, backup comes in. Bro, you know how fast Tyreek is? Dude's
Yeah.
gonna underthrow the living shit out of him because he's gonna think like, okay, I throw it 10 yards in front of him, he's gonna be there. No, you got to get that shit 20 yards.
Mm-hmm.
So then it's picked. Like you got to get adjusted to your weapons. And again, that was my biggest gripe with Aaron fucking Rodgers last year with the Packers.
Mm-hmm.
He knew he had nothing but new fucking weapons. Lost Devontae. Did not go to fucking the mini camps. He didn't get adjusted with his receivers. So we didn't see these guys start doing any sort of good until damn near week like 10.
Cowboys week.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, because you have to get adjusted to your fucking receivers, bro. Like,
Mm-hmm.
you're not just going to go out there and fucking still be Aaron Rodgers and you don't even know these guys. You know what I'm
Exactly.
saying?
Yeah. When the only person you know on that team is Randall Cobb.
Yeah, I'm hip. Who's fucking, what, 40 years old, too? Like, come on now.
And now he doesn't even want to come back because they're not even going to make the playoffs.
Yeah, no, I
You
mean,
want to be
again,
put back
dude,
on the roster, but yet you don't want to play just
it's
because you're
also
not going
because
to make
the
the playoffs.
medical staff will not fucking tell him he can play. There's no fucking shot. Again, dude, it's one of them things, and I love that people are really starting to fucking see it now. Dude literally just wants to be in the media's eye. That's all he gives a shit about at this point, and that's why he went to New York.
Yeah.
That's why he wanted to go to the big
He
fucking
doesn't.
app.
He doesn't. No offense. He could have won all those NFC Championship games and gone to the Super Bowl. He really could have.
He could have won the Bucks one. Our defense, as much as Kevin King fucked up in that, we had, I think, 3 fucking interceptions
Mm-hmm.
on Tom Brady that we did not capitalize on. That San Francisco divisional game. Literally so many fucking opportunities and we only put up 10 fucking points. You can't lose by allowing 13 fucking points. When we gave the man a defense, he disappeared. When he didn't have a defense, that's when he wants to ball. And oh, so it's the defense's fault. It's bullshit, bro. And the one thing too, like I never liked about Rodgers in the playoffs, he is quick to quit, bro. Quick as fuck. You can tell the minute shit gets a little sideways. Even I remember, I think it was week 3 against the Bucks in the 2020 season. We got blown out. It was 38-3, I believe. Literally after he threw a pick six, you could see just the look in his eyes and everything just go from we got a chance to, I'm done. I'm not even trying anymore. He
Yeah.
just didn't give a fuck.
Mm-hmm.
Dude's just he's not it. Like I love Aaron Rodgers and I think he's an all-time great,
The
but
man,
he
the man
genuinely
has the
like
Super Bowl. He doesn't care about anything else.
that's what I'm saying. Like, and he cares too much about MVPs to an extent. Like I've been saying for the longest time, MVP awards, yeah, it's cool to see your player win it. It doesn't fucking matter, bro. It really fucking doesn't. Like if Jordan Love were to win MVP next year or something, yeah, it'd be cool. I don't give a flying rat's ass, bro. Like it does not mean shit to fans, the team, all it means something to is you.
Yep.
And it's like, I don't know, bro. Like, I don't know. Shit's stupid though. Aaron Rodgers is something else, bro. And he was never gonna come back from that Achilles shit. Doctors are never gonna medically clear him. He just wanted to stay in the media's fucking eye, just like he does every fucking week on Pat's show. He comes out there and rambles on about bullshit, vax shit 3 years fucking later. Like, bro, nobody gives a flying fuck. Nobody cares. Whether you're vaxxed or not vaxxed, it does not matter. It was funny the first year when you had a COVID toe and all that other shit. It was kind of funny. And it's also funny when you're actually out there playing and you're playing at a high level. When you're not playing or you're playing like shit, shit's not that fucking funny. It's like Mike McDaniels, bro. Like last year, or Mike McDaniel, the Dolphins coach. I didn't like the guy. He just came off as like real fucking childish and immature. Like I remember when he came up to Lambeau on Christmas Eve, he wore that shirt talking about I wish it was colder. And they fucking lost.
Yeah.
So it's like it's not funny if you're not winning. If you would have won the game, that's hilarious. But when you're out there and you're fucking blowing shit, it's not funny.
Right. No, it's not. It's you can laugh, you can make jokes before, like a couple days before the game, but when it comes time to game day, I think it's time to get a little bit more serious.
No, I'm hip.
Shit. And but fuck it. Oh well. I do some other big news that had happened this week.
Mm-hmm.
Or was it last week? I don't know. It was a week. Roger Goodell permanently wants to ban the Tush Push. Your thoughts?
My main thing about it is like, yeah, the Eagles do it the best. You can say whatever you want about it, but it's just like it genuinely does kind of diminish football. Like there's no fans unless you're a Philly fan, you don't enjoy watching that play. You don't even have to hate Philly. It's just one of those plays where it's like this just looks so fucking stupid. This doesn't look like we're playing football.
No. It's like you said, Philly, let's be honest, Philly does it the best. There's no denying that.
Yeah, they have the best fucking O-line to do it.
Their players purposely go down at the one just to give Jalen Hurts his rushing touchdown so he can set individual records. But it's like every time you see them line up in it, you're just like, oh, well, here we go. All right, cool, I guess.
No, man, it's not.
I can see where Goodell would come from a health standpoint because you got people jumping over that line head first, landing on the back of their necks, and could possibly injure themselves just to stop a damn tush push.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, I don't know. Honestly, I can see where it could come from both ways, like why to keep it and why to get rid of it. It's one of those plays where it's like, well, what the fuck else are we supposed to do?
I mean, I'm gonna be 100% with you too. I think they, not just the tush push, but like genuinely, like I hate seeing like a lineman basically pick his running back up and shove him 10 yards. That needs to be called dead where those people have him stuffed. You don't need to come up and be pushing people. Because I remember, I think back in the day, they genuinely did have that shit banned in college, that you could not shove people forward. They'd be down at the line where they were starting to get pushed. Because like, at that point, it just doesn't feel like fucking football. It just feels stupid, and it looks stupid.
We've left the days of the beast mode runs for the days of let me push you, buddy.
Yeah, it's stupid, bro.
It's like I said, I can see where it comes from both standpoints, but I can't. Granted, I would love for it to be banned, just because I hate Philly. But I mean, you just can't ban it just because you don't like it. If you're coming at it from a reasonable standpoint, which I think is a little bit unfair. A little bit unfair that every other team's like executive is gonna be like at the meeting to talk about it, but yet Philly's not.
Yeah, but I mean, again, it's one of the things where it's like they'll find a reason if they want to.
Yeah, I don't think it'll get banned.
I think it will. Genuinely,
I think he was just using it as a let's bring some attention to us. Hold on. Yay, more interruptions.
Life.
Professionalism.
Mm.
Top tier right here, baby. But nah, like I said, I don't know. I feel like he says that he wants to ban it, but it's not gonna be banned. You
Yeah.
know?
I don't know. I feel like they're gonna find a reason.
So oh well. But at least we're heading into week 14 now.
Football's almost over, bro.
I'm actually getting sad. I thought about it last night and I started to cry.
Yeah.
I can't. Depressed. What do you think some of the outcomes for this week will be like? What do you think of the Thursday night game, the absolute banger game of the week? No other game will top this, by the way. I hope you know that.
I ain't watching that shit.
We got the Steelers versus the Patriots.
I'd rather sleep.
Yeah, I'll probably be on Madden and do my own Steelers versus Patriots thing on Mutt.
Yeah, that Mitchell Trubisky versus Bailey Zappi. Forget about it.
Forget about it.
I'm telling you, bro. Hammer that 13.5 spread for the total.
It's gonna hit, Charles.
All right, under 13.5 total points scored.
And then we have the true game of the week. Philly Dallas.
I thought you were gonna say Packers Giants. Yeah, that one's good too.
Obviously you're gonna win. It's the fucking Giants.
It's Tommy DeVito. Never know, man.
Yeah, you're gonna win. Don't worry about it. How do you think the Dallas Philly game is gonna work out?
Kind of like the last one, but I think y'all don't slip up on those 2 possible touchdowns this time.
Appreciate it. Well, I'll be at the game, so there might be some special content from the game.
Yeah, special content, huh?
No, we nudge. Not like that though. But no, I'm excited for the week. I will miss football when it's over, so let's just try to enjoy it while we can. Let's not think about the weeks. Let's just look at the games.
Yep, got to.
Soon it's just going to be March.
Because
soon it's just going to be March and nothing's going to happen.
Yep.
Yeah, I'll be going into the off season with sports betting with the NFL. So.
Yep.
But I think that's it for today. What you got? Anything you want to add?
Jordan Love, future.
Jordan Love is the future.
Got made fun of for months about it, but
I think Jordan Love is underrated right now. I still think he's underrated.
3-peat with it.
3-peat, of course. Yes.
You know, it's gonna keep happening too. And then 100 years from now, we're gonna look back and be like, man, this guy learned from this guy, all leading back to Brett Favre.
Yeah.
Welfare fraud, baby.
Welfare fraud here. Woo!
Yes, sir.
But yeah, I think that's actually it for today.
Make
sure to like, comment, subscribe. Let us know what you think. Maybe we should add something new, do something different. We'd love to hear your opinions. We do have a special something coming next week, so stay on the lookout for that. It should be up around Wednesday. I don't know the time yet, but it will be posted Wednesday. Very special sponsorship, I would probably say.
Yeah.
Coming next Wednesday, so make sure y'all watch out for that. Yeah, go Dallas. And don't forget, Taylor Swift is still mid. Have a great day.
Yep.